perfect day for physical football.
A perfect day in the Big Ten West. When is it not, though?
Check all those boxes.
Illinois won the toss. They deferred. They kick off, and Minnesota will get the first touch. And Sean Tyler from deep in his own territory climbs his way out to the 20 with the ball out. Ball out for Tyler.
Nothing there. Ball's still in. Ball's coming out. It's a fumble.
So Illinois fresh off of their bye week with a special teams turnover, and it's Luke Altmaier out in the field for the first time. And they fake a reverse. Altmaier steps around the edge, and his first throw is a quick pop to Pat Bryant, and that is stopped shy of the 15.
They're leaving the third receiver from the top, Riemann. It looks like now they're covering him.
It's Isaiah Williams motioning out of the backfield. Pump to him, over the middle. Altmaier on the money for a touchdown. Tip Ryman with the opening score for the Illini. Motioning out of the backfield, and the Illini cash in the special teams turnover, and they lead it 7-0.
Didn't get that memo.
And all that math, Brett Bielema leads to 7.
If you can count to 4, you're good.
The field for the first time, out at the 35. And they start with a run to Jordan Newbin after his 200-yard game last week.
And when he does that, he plays his best football.
Back-to-back carries for Newbin, and he crawls his way right to the spot. And after the first down for Newbin, Kaliak-Manis throws for the first time, and a low ball is dug out of there by Crooms. One big matchup to watch is at that left guard spot. That is a true freshman, Greg Johnson, starting for Minnesota because of an injury. After Newbin's run, it's 2nd and 5. Kaliak-Manis for Jackson, and he turns around and hauls it in. Right in front of Nicholson. After the Ryman touchdown, Minnesota on the march. Kaliak-Manis, end zone, contested grab. Yeah. But here we go. Less than 5 minutes in, already 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns aside after a little pregame flair here in Minneapolis. It was a Ryman touchdown off of a fumble. He is full tilt today at middle linebacker for the Gophers. And Fagan right up the hole. And that is not just a roster weight. He is a legitimate 250 pounds. Altmaier flares it out, and in the screen game, they move the chains with Isaiah Williams. Another game with a catch for Williams. A long streak, 34 games in a row.
Yeah, they got to push out here to the 3. That's unfair.
Altmaier to Williams, and his second catch on this drive. Isaiah Williams. It's Fagan with that big, powerful body.
Sets up this 2nd and long.
Off the play fake. Altmaier underneath, back to Bryant. To the run game on 3rd down, and that pile moves ahead. Altmaier off the fake, back to Bryant. First down, slipping through the secondary. They got Ashton Hollins over on that side, but it's Fagan up the middle and ahead to the 15. You might say inside zone like 50 times today.
You could.
In this game. Fagan to the outside where he meets Lindenberg. On a 3rd down, it's back to Fagan, who runs into a wall, but that pile moves forward again. We'll use him at about 10 to 15 snaps today. Off the fake, Altmaier for Bryant, who twists and has it knocked out. He was injured late against Michigan State. Healthy, ready to go this week for Minnesota. An underneath ball for Williams, and Henderson rallies up to bring up 3rd down.
Jack Henderson coming out in that spot. It's
a 4th 3rd down in this game for the Illini. They're perfect on 3rd down. Altmaier back to the end zone and threads it in for 6 more. Isaiah Williams on the receiving end.
He has the time to be able to make that throw. Really well done.
After Altmaier's 2nd touchdown of the day, this goes deep, and Redding calls for the fair catch, touchback.
He had a good first series. Let's see if they can bring it up again here in the 2nd series.
And Newbin looking on as Zach Evans takes this opening snap. And Kaliakmanis running the option to Evans. And Evans back in there healthy this week. The 6'4" Kaliakmanis starting this drive with Evans on the option after his touchdown to Elijah Spencer on the first drive.
Wide open.
And Kaliakmanis on target to Brevin Spanford, who broke out last week. And he has a catch to move the chain. A seam ball on a 2nd and 18. And he sets up this first down, and Evans.
Yakis is the only guy they really have other than Newton who can rush the passer.
Play in the backfield comes from one of the guys that's filling in for Newton, Bryce Barnes. Before Newton's back in there after his targeting penalty held him out. 3rd and 10 for Kaliakmanis. A quick pop. Spanford is down short of the line to gain. Trying to keep the drive alive on 4th down.
Has it.
Kaliakmanis out the back door and complete for a first down to Crooms.
Nice route by Crooms. He goes Z short motion, comes down, stops, expecting that there's going to be man. Then they take the outside receiver, and he essentially serves as a screen. You can see him to the top side, and now they kind of screen that defender, and he just is able to get that. Watch, right inside, back outside. See that right there? That screen actually looked like a block, but, you know, it's a screen. Big offensive line, which is right now is having an excellent game.
A fun start on offense both ways. Kaliakmanis shot play to the end zone, and Jackson is double covered. Illinois typically likes to sit in a one high safety look. They do here on 2nd down. And Newbin.
And they look like they're lining up in man, and they're motion with motion, so you know you got down below it's 3-on-3. There it's wide open.
And it's Spanford in man coverage, slipping away. Spanford looking for the edge, and he trucks to the goal line.
You don't see the arm, did his touchdown.
Brevin Spanford in for 6.
He had a couple of drops. I think he was maybe down on himself a little bit, but he's come back out of it today, that's for sure. But there's better ways to do that. So inside, outside, high is a better zone first, 2-man. You're in better shape. You won't bump into anybody.
The Illini need 3 wins in their final 4 games to get there to 6 wins. And Altmaier throws on the first play of this drive. As many first quarter passing touchdowns today as he's had all season.
That's a good coach, and that's
offensive number 64.
And after the penalty, Altmaier across the middle, threads it into Williams again. And Newbin, potential first-round pick in the boundary here at safety. And Fagan running away from him, but not away from Lindenberg.
Do they row the boat for basketball too?
That's more of a PJ Fleck football thing.
That's what I thought.
Well, Luke Altmaier in Illinois back on the field on 2nd down, and that's at the feet of Isaiah Williams. Altmaier and the Illini perfect on 3rd down to start this game.
There it is.
And away across the middle, it's complete for a first down. And 18 yards for Washington. And there's Fagan with some good feet at 250 pounds. Some of the biggest moments of Illinois' season have been Altmaier to Washington. And Altmaier to the edge. Isaiah Williams bounces off the hit. It's Altmaier off the edge, and the quick-footed quarterback stays perfect on 3rd down today.
Nice job by Fagan. Did a nice job of getting the block in the inside. He's just going to follow Fagan to the outside, and then Adams does a nice job getting out there 78. Just follows those guys, and he'll take it.
Well, a few guys out there sealing, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ryman at tight end also helping out on those 2 guys you mentioned. Couple 3rd downs converted on this drive. On 1st down, Altmaier wants it all. And that is broken up. A good play late by Tyler Newbin, stripping it away from Pat Bryant.
Tyler Newbin is a heck of a player. And there were 4 scouts here this morning. I was talking to them because he makes plays like this. He doesn't quit. See how he just paid attention to that ball all the way through the catch. That was 6. This is a nice job of coming back to the ball, but Newbin just fights him, pulls it out of there. Really well done. Yeah, he's going to have a nice NFL career.
A lot of people think first round.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a first-round guy. And the second half, you see the other first-round guy, Johnny Newton.
And Newbin playing against his home state school today, a guy from St. Charles. Altmaier flushed, running away from Lindenberg, and he slides at the feet.
So it looks like they're lining up man. So the only way it can come is from the inside. And it is.
Here comes the heat. A screen is off target from Altmaier.
That is a poor throw by Altmaier.
This to give the Illini the lead. And Griffin will not get it there. Way off to the right. People are going to remember here for a long time. Is that throwing you off the scent? Or is that the answer to our T-Mobile trivia question? It'll be Minnesota ball in the mid-second quarter here, Matt. Illinois missing the field goal. And Minnesota gets their first defensive stop. And trying to take a lead again. And Kaliak Manis, and that's broken up. Clean coverage to bring up a third down. And pressure off the edge from Atkins, but throwing away from it, Kaliak Manis to Ottman Bell for a first down.
And so you can still see the target with your head down a little bit.
And Newbin for a couple. Yeah, at least Kaliak Manis and Dino, very close with their parents. They're from Illinois. This means a lot to the Kaliak Manis family today, as Newbin breaks into the second level for a first down. He was asked about playing in this game last year against his home state team. All he said was, "I played bad. I want to make it right." And he's on target on the move. Kaliak Manis thrown in there with about 12 minutes left. But his show in full today. The guy from Antioch. And the rundown of Evans. And on third down, Kaliak Manis gets the push ahead. And the drive survives. It's Newbin slow playing it and then exploding through the line across the 25. A tough run for Jordan Newbin, and he's got a first down. And it's Newbin with nowhere to go, and there's Keith Randolph. And play fake for Kaliak Manis, and he runs for not much.
Little pick action.
It's a run play for Newbin, and he won't get the first down. Dragan Kesic, who has a long of 54 on the year. This is deep inside his range from 36. And Kesic gives the Gophers the lead. Perfect. Matt Millen, Connor Onion, Elise Menaker. With the Illini coming out after the touchback. Newbin in Minnesota looking for a stop against Altmaier in the Illini with 1:20 before the break. And this starts with a run for Fagan. And his first throw of this drive complete. First down, Pat Bryant. Back-to-back throws for Altmaier. Back-to-back throws into the flat. This is Griffin Moore.
Cover two, they're going to get just 5 under.
Altmaier, the collapsing pocket, he's taken down. Danny Strigo to the quarterback.
They weren't able to get much pressure at all. Now in this third down, they're going to rush 3 and drop 8. 5 under.
On 3rd and 15. Altmaier out. And Altmaier underneath and way short. And it's Pat Bryant. Quentin Redding back to get this punt. And he calls for a fair catch. Dave, Jay, James, and Anthony take you through the first half highlights and get you up to speed on this West Coast race that has Minnesota tied at the top with Iowa.
It's a good first half for Minnesota and Illinois. But you're looking at almost a 400-yard offense here for this Minnesota team. Oh yeah, he's a difference maker.
Well, we'll have to wait for Johnny Newton to take the field because Illinois is getting the ball first. And halfway through this game,
It was, yeah, when your best player's out there on defense, that's a big deal for this defense now for Illinois.
Now this play will determine that. Wally comes buzzing up for cornerback to try to provide some pass rush. And they drop him out of there. Joyner coming from the top side, and the ball comes out. Ball out for Minnesota, and they're up with it with Collins. On the interior of this Illinois line inside the red zone. And Kaliak Manis. End zone, incomplete. A heavy look from Minnesota on second down. And it's Newbin probing, and Newton runs him down from behind. After Joyner forced the turnover, it's third down. Passing set, Kaliak Manis can't get away from Newton. And Kesich to extend the lead for Minnesota. And once again, he is perfect. It came after the Kesich field goal, put the Gophers up by 6 right after halftime. And the big-legged kicker through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At least it feels like it.
At least it was in color.
Good point.
Oh, big hit! That was a weakness that he identified in the offseason. And he's made a lot of plays like that for the Gophers. Here's Fagan stumbling his way backward across the 30. On 3rd and 2 with the big back Fagan in there. And it is Fagan, and he cut it outside, and Newbin drags him down after a first down. An old school feature soon, Larry Zonka.
That's a Hall of Famer right there.
There's Fagan, nowhere to go. Strigo's there. And Fagan used in the pass game, swinging it out, and he cuts off of that block. The big man rumbling down the sideline, not just a power back. Fagan with a touchdown. Can take the lead back right here. And they do. Who was responsible for all 75 yards. 21 on the ground, 54 through the air on that scoring drive for the Illini. Redding lets it go through the back. Maybe surprised by the speed for Fagan to out-angle him. Maybe part of it.
It happens so fast. When you're running, you're calculating every step that you're taking.
And Chris Ottman-Bell opened this drive with a catch from Kaliak Manis. And Kaliak Manis with all the flow the other way with the quarterback pull and a good read and run for a first down. An efficient day through the air for Kaliak Manis. We've seen him on the ground a couple of times. This is Evans. The All-American Newton is down bottom side of the screen, hand in the dirt. And a flag out.
False start. Offense number 69.
And so it affects the whole offensive line.
And that's in the dirt. The top sacks guy for the Illini at 4.5 now. And more pressure on Kaliak Manis. And it's Seth Coleman that brings him down this time.
And so did you see what happened there? So he's getting singled on the outside. One guy right there is getting doubled. And guess who it is? It's right in the middle of your screen. It's a dedicated double, which means on the outside, you can take advantage of that. So here's a passive play by Newton, which turns into a dynamic play because you're getting blocks now you can defeat.
So 1 sack for Newton, 1 influenced by Newton, as this punt rolls just outside the 20. That's Illinois ball leading by 1 deep in their own territory, and Luke Altmaier nowhere to go. And John Joyner, who made the big play to start this half, in on the play.
John Joyner, when you can get to half a man, he does a really good job. I mean, so part of it's hips. He's still learning. He's still a young one. He's learning it. But when he get that edge, he can take it.
And Fagan, after his long touchdown run, explodes into the second level for a first down.
That was nice right there. So he's best when he's going straight ahead. When you get him to the side, not so much. But like this is perfect for him. It's like he's out of the blocks and he's just getting straight ahead. Picks up a big first down.
Altmaier went hard count. Movement for Minnesota.
Take it.
And he throws it away.
Looked like John Joyner, or was it an offensive guy? Did you see the move? I didn't see it. What did it look like to you?
I think there was movement from both,
Defense
but
number 17 in the neutral zone
Yeah.
snap.
He could be.
Play defense down to the line.
He could be. Could be a tight end too. Could be a fullback.
Illini happy to have this guy as their running back right now, Altmaier.
Yeah, so the best way to get that out of his head, throw him the football. Get him involved in the game again.
They motion him. Here you go. Williams makes a couple guys miss, but 6 Gophers are ready for him. The Illini at 70% on 3rd down. There's Joyner home again.
Adams is having a rough day with Joyner.
John Joyner's been a game wrecker in the 2nd half.
He's turned up. He's turned it up, and Adams he's not doing very well. Watch, you're going to kick, slide on the outside right here to your tackle, right? Kick, slide, kick, slide. 1, 2. Now he got his hand. Now he got to the edge. Once you get that edge, you're beat. Any decent pass rusher, and he's a good pass rusher, you get to the edge, you win.
He came into Minnesota that way, Matt, with some raw skills to be able to rush the passer.
And you'll increase your productivity.
So Minnesota's offense back on the field. And how about that, Phil, from Taz Nicholson? And it was Taz Nicholson that came out of the game for Illinois. Zachary Toby and Tyler Strain, the corners, with Nicholson off. And it'll be 3rd down with those guys on the field. But Illinois needs 3 wins in 4 games in November to be a bowl team. Minnesota can get there today. Of more importance for Minnesota, they're trying to stay in 1st place in the West and maybe do it alone. Iowa has a 7-0 lead on Northwestern after losses for Wisconsin and Nebraska. And Minnesota and Iowa, the 2 lost teams atop the West.
3-by-1 right here. 2 deep safety look, and they're manning it up.
Kaliak Manis looking trips, and that's behind his target, Crooms. Xavier Scott was out in the flank. He brings up 4th down.
That was really good coverage. That was excellent coverage. It was a little bit behind him, but he was right on top of the coverage. They went man-to-man under with 2 safeties over the top, and they came with a 4-man rush. But the coverage was outstanding.
Surprising results in the Big Ten today. Indiana took out Wisconsin, helping out the top of the West. Nebraska lost to Michigan State. So Iowa 3-2, Minnesota 3-2, with both games going on right now. Native will bring his team into Champaign off that win against #1 Kansas in the exhibition for the Illini. There's Jones up to get Bryant on the first play of this drive for Illinois.
Nice job, good coverage. You're going to give that every time. Jones is going to give you up underneath stuff. You're going to pick up 5 yards. You'll take it as an offense. What you want to be able to do is just string those together, right? Start getting some 1st downs and move the chains. Then when they start jumping that stuff, you take a shot down the field. They're sitting in the zone here right now.
And Illinois runs into it with Fagan, and that's filled up. John Joyner is in close again. Lindenberg also in on the tackle to bring up 3rd down.
John Joyner is playing his best game, and he's been holding down that outside. He's been getting some pass rush. Really playing a good solid football game here today. Logan Redding now comes in. Joyner will go to the outside, and they'll have a ball down there in the middle.
Illinois has been trying to shore up their offensive line and protection of Altmaier. You have a red-hot pass rusher up at the top of the screen, John Joyner. Running away from Joyner. Altmaier on 3rd down, and he can't turn the corner on Lindenberg. He's stopped a yard short. And Illinois in their own territory, likely bringing out the punting unit.
So really nice job by Lindenberg. And so what it was an understanding of situational football. Lindenberg knew he had to convert from going from coverage guy to tackling guy. And Fagan, the freshman, didn't figure out that he had to go from running receiver to being a blocker. And Lindenberg won that choice right there.
Matt Lindenberg came back last week. That was a big emphasis in getting him back. The underneath coverage for the Minnesota linebackers.
We got a flag, and it's against
Prior to the snap, ball
Illinois.
start. Offense number 25.
Minnesota led by 3 at halftime. They have a field goal from Kesich.
Nice kick.
And it backs up Redding, who has his heels all the way back to the 20. Running to Newton's side on that Illinois front. It's Newton out for a short game.
That was really nice by Jerzon Newton.
Flag out at the end of it.
And maybe it's going to be a Newton, but I got to tell you, that was a heck of a play. He came right down the line, inside out. Are they saying you're going to tackle him out of bounds or not?
Personal foul, grasping and twisting the fist mask.
Oh, face mask.
Defense number 3. 15 yards from the other run, automatic. First down.
That's on Nicholson, who went out on the last drive, but is back in now.
Yeah, watch Johnny Newton. This is at the end of it, and he's going to get a face mask here, but Newton does a nice job of cleaning the whole thing up. That's a really nice job coming down the line. You beat your block, you get inside out. Really well done.
Where was the face mask, though?
I didn't see it.
Like Nicholson was just grasping at the helmet, it looked like. Take a look at that again. And there's a rundown. Nowhere to go with Ezekiel Holmes in the backfield. Well, maybe it came a little bit earlier. There it was.
There it is. Seelig 33 does a really nice job of coming down the line there.
Yeah, just seeing that last action, thought Nicholson maybe just went helmet, but ref's right on top of it. And probably the final play of this third quarter in a one-point game. And Kaliakmanis off target. And Jackson locked up in coverage with Taz Nicholson.
Nicholson's been on coverage all day. He's nice tight coverage. He didn't really push the ball down the field. And gone here in the second half, at least through this third quarter, is Spanford. We haven't really seen much of him.
He will be on the field on this 3rd down and 12. Always got to have eyes on that guy, Johnny Newton. Already home for a sack in the second half. On 3rd and 12, they have Newton blocked, and Kaliakmanis goes up top, but off his intended target. Crooms. Crowd feeling good in Minneapolis, even through the cold, and close games again. Couple of wins already for Minnesota and for Illinois in close games, and we've got the slimmest of leads for Illinois to start this 4th quarter.
It's the same team playing each other. I mean, look at time of possession, 22-34 to 22-26.
And Caden Fagan never seems like he's totally stopped.
It's a big man.
Now, looming in this 4th quarter, Illinois trying to get win number 4. They can finish perfect in the month of November, go to a bowl game and win it. They can match their 8 wins from last year. They'll take a big month and a big finish. Sitting at 3-5. Back-to-back carries for Fagan, and he finishes forward as he always does.
And this is exactly what they need to do with him, right? So now they're getting it to 3rd and less than 3. That's the position you want to be in. So Fagan's done his job.
This is where Minnesota is very alert of Altmaier and his ability to run when they get inside 3rd and 4.
Right. He can do that. And then now you're going to have to tighten this up and go into a man coverage. Usually they counter this by getting to the trips and some kind of chip block or a, here he goes. Now he's motioning back to slot double.
A carry for Williams. Lead block from Fagan and a first down.
Well done. Really well done. Williams is a guy you want to get the ball into his hands either by throwing it to him or if he has to run. This is just smart football.
feels like he's due, whether it's this week or in the month, to get behind a secondary at some point.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to. It'll be hard for them today. But they're playing a lot of too deep stuff. They're giving you a single look here, but they're dropped that safety down.
Altmaier. And he throws to Williams, who almost got behind the secondary.
Well, it's a poor throw. Now they got too deep. Holes in the middle of the field. They're going to run at him.
And now third down. He has been lightning off the edge in the second half.
He's on the top side right up there.
And Joyner can't get home, but to the other side, Altmaier goes down. So Altmaier finally away from Joyner on a third down, but the other side of the line gets home for the Gophers. They're trying to break through for their first touchdown. Slam dunk Gophers. 1-point game, and first play of this drive for Jordan Newman straight ahead.
They got to go back to what they were doing in the first quarter. Get Jordan Newman going, and then also get Span Ford going. Span Ford, they were playing a lot of cover 2. Get him down the middle of the field. Get the ball into his hands.
And Minnesota led it half by 3.
Here they're single high. Looks like a man coverage.
And Span Ford out in front blocking for Newman, who's right at the spot. Needed the 41. That's where he's down.
It looks like he's going to get it.
And that'll be a first down.
Yep. The difference now with that in that run game, of course, is you got Johnny Newton up front.
A menace in the pass game and the run game. Johnny Newton.
They're going to wait until looks like Randolph gets off the field.
And Newton's lined up over the right tackle on this first down. Running away from him. And Newman into the scrum. It's been another day for Newman where he's been the bell cow. Little bit of Sean Tyler, little bit of Zach Evans. But Newman, who started the year as the 5th string guy, back-to-back games as the top guy.
You know what I believe? I think Jordan Newman is one of those guys that the more you feed him, the better he gets. And there are guys like that. You know, some guys need a break, and you got to get all. You know, you don't want to take all the reps. I think Newman's one of those guys. You hand him the football, he gets better every time he touches the ball.
Newman had over 100 yards in the second half last week and squeezes through that hole to midfield.
He's patient. He lets things develop. And that's what you call pushing the hole, right? It's not really there as a runner. You don't really see it, but you have to trust that once you get behind it and attack it, it'll open up for you. And he does it there to the tune of about 6 yards and sets up this 3rd and short.
And PJ Fleck called Jordan Newman one of the most beloved guys on this Minnesota team.
Well, he's fun to watch. He's not. So right now what we're seeing is not real exciting because there's no big yardage gains, but he's moving the chains.
Try to do it again on a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, they're loading the box.
And it is Newman, and he cannot escape. He is driven down with Clayton Bush in the backfield.
Yeah, Bush jumped the gap. Really nicely done by Bush. You're going to watch him. He sees it. Now he gets in front, and he just takes the gap. And when it presents itself, there's a split second you can make that decision. Bush made the decision, and it was the right one.
Bush's first college stop was Southern Illinois, where his athletic director, Jerry Kill.
Oh, is that right?
Former Minnesota head coach.
Yep.
Big play for Bush here in Minneapolis. So Minnesota punting it away, and Williams deep in Illini territory gives it back to the Illini. Brett Bielema won the Axe game in the border battle 7 times when he was the head coach at Wisconsin. He's won his first 2 against Minnesota as the head coach of Illinois. End of our conversation last night with him. We said, you've owned this team a little bit, haven't you? He said, you know, my PR guy had to remind me of that this week. I totally forgot about it. I think he was being humble.
No, I think you get so many other things on your mind than that.
Williams has nowhere to go. Strung out by Anthony Smith.
Really well done by Anthony Smith. So you got to hold that edge, right? As long as you're inside of that, what you're going to see right here, he's going to hold that and now come straight down the line. Nice job by Lindenberg, is right there. It's just good football. So right now, if for the Fighting Illini, they need to take the time off the clock, and they need first downs.
And Fagan, gets off of that pile. And a couple extra after the hit. Be third down and short. Here's Elise before that third down.
Here's what I'm hearing from the Minnesota defense when they were on the sideline. Jalen Logan Redding going over to his secondary saying, stay in the moment, don't let it pass you by. Coaches delivering the message.
This a third down. Altmaier on 3rd and 3 hits huge. Williams for a first down.
Huge.
And the ball is out at the end of it. Minnesota recovers it. That ball was out, and Minnesota gets it back. So Lindenberg, who just returned last week, the emotional leader of that defense, gives Minnesota a chance to take the lead right on the edge of field goal range already. And that's the other part of this, Matt, is you get the ball back thinking touchdown, but after Wally comes up with it, you're already in Kessich's field goal range.
Absolutely. What a great play. Cody Lindenberg, what great awareness to punch that ball as he's going in. That's hard to come by.
We'll talk about hard on the heart both ways. Illinois fans off their seats. First down, but then Williams fumbles it. Lindenberg and Wally combined for the takeaway. Kaliak-Manis lost one. Jackson in the end zone. Drops it in for a go-ahead touchdown. Is that the play that keeps Minnesota atop the West at the end of the day?
They're going to go for their 2 here.
And Noob in the back runs a reverse. Spencer looking to throw it. And the jump throw is knocked away. Bush in coverage.
Literally punch it. I mean, that was a conscious move. Not just happenstance. What a great play.
He might be part of that fraternity soon.
Oh, he will be.
Can Illinois brush that off? They get it right back into the hands of Williams, and gaining some confidence after the fumble for Williams.
Yeah, good move by them. He's still their guy now. He's got to make some plays, right? And so the protection that was so good here in the first half, that's got to reappear right now. And defensively, you got to be able to get some more pressure because they're going to be throwing the football now at the 5-minute mark.
This is Fagan, third down and short. Think about the season for Luke Altmaier. A couple of late game-winning drives. Toledo let him down, set up the game-winning field goal against Maryland a couple of weeks ago. A dramatic road win. Quarterbacking the Illini in his first year. And on this third down, back to Williams, and he hangs on this time. And a first down confirmed for Illinois.
Yeah, he's going to hang on most times. I just think that was a great play by Lindenberg. But nice job, because he knows they're going to stay off him, get the ball to him quick, and he'll take what they give you.
Fagan scored on a play like this earlier, and Lindenberg flashes again.
Yeah, he beat Dreeman's block, just runs right through it, makes a tackle. Such good awareness, understands where he needs to be. He's on 3, he's got to beat 3. Just runs right inside him. But he knows the rule. If the tight end blocks you, hang your head in shame.
Well, there's urgency in this moment and in this drive. Illinois hanging on to their bowl hopes over the final month of the season. Altmaier deep middle, intercepted.
Guess who?
Newbin undercut the route, and he ties the school record for career picks, giving it back to the Gophers. Trying to stay atop the West Division in the Big Ten.
He played that cover 2 perfectly.
This will be a drive with Minnesota in 4-minute mode.
Yeah, I want to show you. So cover 2 is going to be here. It's too deep, right? And so these guys here have to affect it, and this guy has to affect it. And so what happens, this guy is going to carry him down, which allows Newbin to be able to look back inside, right? He still has to cover here, but now he sees the ball, and it's a sprint to the middle of the field. And he just beats the baller. It's just, you can't play it any better than that. You'd want that the outside receiver to get deeper on him to threaten him, but he read right through it. Came back to the inside, perfectly played.
And in that cover 2, that's usually the weak spot.
Down the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
And Newbin with that makeup speed. Here's Kaliak-Manis, a long mesh, and Scott with a great open field tackle to stop what would have been a first down. Elise, more on Tyler Newbin.
Matt said that Newbin couldn't play that pick any better. I tell you what, couldn't handle it any better on the sideline. His team's so excited for him. He's telling them, goes down the line to his defense, we are going back out there. Get your mind right. We will celebrate later.
Elise, that sounds very familiar to the first game of the year. Tyler Newbin had a similar message to his team before he set up a game-winning pick that led to the field goal that won it.
He's a warrior. You love those kind.
3 turnovers in this half. This was Lindenberg that stripped Williams on what would have been a 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, that was just a great play. Well played. Now he had protection. He knew where he wanted to go. He never saw Newbin. Newbin read it before he did. And so here's the irony. It's no irony that your best players make the biggest plays. And that's why they're your best players.
Those are the 2 best, Lindenberg and Newbin. Multiple turnovers forced in the last 3 games. That magical 2019 season for PJ Fleck and the Gophers when they won the Outback Bowl against Auburn. And this year trying to finish in the Big Ten championship game for the first time.
Let's see if Johnny Newton can make a play here.
And Newton right over the ball. And Kaliak-Manis over the top, incomplete for Calera. So that stops the clock. Illinois doesn't have to use the timeout, and Minnesota will punt it back to him.
Yeah, we're going to get the ball back, just like Newbin said. Hey, we're going to have to go out there and finish this thing. What he mentioned to Elise.
He was hoping that it would be with less time on the clock and maybe a different score.
Yeah. Well, now it's all in. Now it's 4 downs.
Williams fields this inside the 10. The electric playmaker. Down 5. Inside 3 to go. And this drive starts on the run, and Fagan is plucked out of there by Jones after no gain.
So, in my opinion, you're going to have to take this thing, and it has to be Allmeier's got to be the guy. So he's going to be. You're not going to run. Run's going to be like a surprise. Right now, you got to throw this football, and you got to. Now you're going against it. Looks like a cover 2. They have 2 deep safety. Get the ball out, and that's going to be your game.
He got away from Joyner and threads it into the sideline. It's complete. Flag down, man down, back where that ball was thrown.
Now protection has to hold, and you need a pass rush.
Altmaier given time, check down Fagan, but he's short of the original line of scrimmage.
Don't you pick
with
up
Lindenberg rallying.
Yeah, pick up about 7 yards here, so it's going to be 3rd and 11.
This time in the clock, this will be 2 plays here. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Absolutely. They're still playing. They're still playing a cover 2. 5 under. The Russian 4.
Time running out, and Altmaier, ball is free. Is that a live ball or is it incomplete? Either way, Illinois with it. Minnesota trying to stay in first place. Altmaier trying to keep it alive. Altmaier unloads, connects with Williams. A bullseye with Paddock in the game for Illinois.
Said to Barry Lundy yesterday, at the end of the game, you need a big play. Who do you go to? He says Williams. He wasn't lying.
The backup quarterback, Paddock, in the game for the Illini. And complete. Underneath, it's Pat Bryant, first down, and 2 throws for Paddock into the game. The Ball State transfer.
His mind was at the same speed as the game.
And Paddock deep down the field. Paddock throws it in there! John Paddock, a hero for the Illini.
To guess who? We need a big play. Who do we go to?
This to make it a field goal game. On the arm of Paddock. And that's knocked out of there.
So it goes back. Let's see what happens.
And a fair catch for Redding.
Make a play.
And Kaliak-Manis on the run. Gets it away and knocked down. That stops the clock. It was played well by Odeluga.
Yep, well done by Odeluga. Stayed nice and tight on that coverage. And they got pressure up inside to be able to force him out. Akis did a nice job, number 17 coming in there.
Backup quarterback John Paddock just led Illinois down on a perfect drive, 3 of 3. Newton got hands on Kaliak-Manis, and Odeluga stops him right after.
2 plays in a row for Odeluga.
On 3rd and 10 for Kaliak-Manis. He throws incomplete.
Overthrew him. There's no flag there.
30 seconds left, but it comes down to this play right here.
This is it. And they're going to give you a too high look. Looks like they're going to play man under cover 2 and rush an extra guy. Yep.
Potential season-defining play for Minnesota. Kaliak-Manis, incomplete.
That's a big win right there for Illinois.
A Brett Bielema team finds a way, a different way, to get to 10-0 in his lifetime against the Gophers on one that'll sting for Minnesota. Backup quarterback into the game for the Illini on 4th and 11, and John Paddock, 3 of 3 on that final drive, including the touchdown to Williams.
John Paddock's the player of the game with 5 plays under his belt. He played phenomenal. I mean, he showed so much poise under pressure in that situation and accuracy, and wasn't afraid. You know what he really showed? Situational awareness. He knew he needed plays when he made them.